What makes people sick? Well, it's definitely not the demonized keto or low-carb diet because you've never tried it. So, what is it? Think about who benefits from you eating processed food and fearing normal food. They show you on TV how people in ancient times had terrible teeth. So why do they dig up remains with a full set of teeth? What really harms us? Let me give you a hint. Carbohydrates, meaning sugar. Sugar and its derivatives that spike insulin. Do you have diabetes or high blood pressure and take pills? Maybe you should change your diet and ditch the meds. Or maybe you don't want to get sick. Listen to keto. Yes, keto, the one that supposedly destroys kidneys and causes gout. The same one where you eat only valuable, unprocessed foods, but they want to scare you with it. Think about it. What's wrong with eating meat, fish, eggs, broccoli, avocado, or bacon? If you eat fries, hamburgers, and drink soda, everything is fine. But if you want to take care of yourself and eat eggs, you should consult a dietitian. That's the narrative we have. Interested? Then listen further. The food industry wants you to be addicted to sugar and processed products because that's money for them. And you are supposed to believe that healthy food will harm you. Think about it. Who benefits from you being sick and buying drugs instead of healthy food? Exactly. Now you know that sugar and processed food are the real culprits. Want to be healthy? Try keto. Yes, the diet that allegedly does terrible things, but actually promotes eating natural, nutritious foods. Doesn't that sound like something worth trying? And now, consider that humans are the greatest predators who have eaten meat for millions of years. Our bodies have evolved to best digest meat and need its properties. Trying to force humans into a meatless diet is like trying to teach a cow to eat meat. Cows are adapted to eating grass, and we are adapted to eating meat. While you can understand the ideological reasons for not eating meat, it won't be healthy for humans. Our bodies are designed to benefit from meat, the proteins, vitamins, and minerals essential for our health. So before you give up meat, think about whether you really want to go against the nature of your body and to get sick.
Keto. Do you know the situation when you eat something and become sleepy? This happens due to the sugar you consumed, the so-called carbohydrates. They caused such an insulin spike in your body that to cope with digesting this product, it has to send you for a nap. Or maybe your grandma checks her sugar and uses sweeteners, and you think it's a disease that doesn't concern you, and that you can't influence it, nor can your poor grandma. Nothing could be further from the truth. If you want to learn more, then listen up. Save yourself and your loved ones. Share this information. Educate older people, children, youth, and adults. Step out of the food and pharmaceutical industry matrix. Listen, despite the slight sarcasm, I'll tell you this much. The situation is serious. It's about living in health, yours, and your loved ones. Stop sweets, fruit juices, and processed junk from commercials. Chapter 1. Welcome to the world of keto and the low-carb mantra. This is a realm where life revolves around fat, and carbohydrates are enemy number one. You know, the same fat that for decades was demonized as the cause of all evil, from acne to global warming. But suddenly, thanks to miraculous research and the bravery of dietary pioneers, fat has become our new hero, and carbohydrates, the villains. Keto, or the ketogenic diet, is based on a very simple premise. Eat fat, burn fat, live longer and happier. The low-carb diet is a less restrictive version of keto, which also promotes minimizing carbohydrate intake, but allows for more flexibility. Sounds cool, right? Of course! Who wouldn't want to eat bacon for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Let's continue. Chapter 2. How does it all work? When we limit carbohydrates, our body enters a state called ketosis, where instead of glucose, we burn fat as the primary source of energy. It's a bit like the situation when your car suddenly starts running on canola oil instead of gasoline. Surprising, but it works. Ketosis helps in faster fat burning, stabilizes blood sugar levels, reduces hunger, and provides incredible energy. Who would have thought you could feel so good eating lard? Phases of the ketogenic diet. Phase 1, adaptation, from the 1st to the 7th day. During the first week of the ketogenic diet, your body goes through an adaptation period, often called the keto flu. You may experience fatigue, headaches, nausea, and irritability as your body switches from burning glucose to burning fat. Increased intake of salt, water, and electrolytes can help alleviate these symptoms. Phase 2, stabilization, from 2 to 4 weeks. After the first week, the body begins to better adapt to burning fat as the main source of energy. Symptoms of the keto flu subside, and you start to feel more energy and blood sugar stability. The first effects of weight loss are also noticeable. Phase 3, optimization, from 1 to 3 months. Over the next few months, your body becomes increasingly efficient at producing and using ketones. You notice a significant improvement in energy levels, focus, and mood. Metabolism becomes more stable, and the fat-burning process accelerates. Phase 4, long-term ketosis, from the 3rd month onwards. After several months on the ketogenic diet, your body reaches the optimal state of ketosis. At this point, the health benefits are maximal, maintaining low insulin levels, reducing inflammation, improving brain function, reducing the risk of heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Long-term ketosis may also support mitochondrial health and prevent cell aging. Chapter 3, intermittent fasting. What about intermittent fasting? It's a diet where you eat absolutely nothing for a while, and then you eat like a king or queen. It might sound like medieval torture, but it turns out that our bodies actually love these breaks from eating. Intermittent fasting activates a process called autophagy, a natural cell cleaning that removes damaged cell structures and can prevent many diseases, including cancer and neurodegenerative diseases. Yoshinori Osumi, the Japanese biologist who discovered the mechanism of autophagy, received the Nobel Prize in 2016. Well, who would have thought that not eating for a few hours a day could be so beneficial? What happens in your body during intermittent fasting? Hours from the 1st to the 4th. The usual routine. At first, your body operates as usual, using energy from the last meal, mainly from glucose. Blood sugar levels are stable, and insulin works to convert glucose into energy. Hours from the 4th to the 8th. Switching to savings mode. A few hours after the last meal, insulin levels begin to drop, and your body starts using glycogen reserves in the liver and muscles to maintain a stable blood sugar level. This is a natural response of the body to the lack of access to new energy sources. Hours from the 8th to the 12th, starting ketogenesis. As glycogen reserves begin to deplete, the body starts looking for alternative energy sources. This is the moment when your body begins to produce ketones from the fat stored in adipose tissue. This process is called ketogenesis and is key for the ketogenic diet. Hours from the 12th to the 16th, full ketosis. About 12 hours into the fast, your body is fully in a state of ketosis. At this point, most of the energy comes from ketones, which means that blood sugar levels are stable, and you begin to feel increased mental clarity and energy. The body continues to burn fat, contributing to weight loss. Hours from the 16th to the 24th. Autophagy and cellular repair. As the fast continues, the process of autophagy is activated, a natural cell cleansing mechanism that removes damaged or unnecessary cell components. Autophagy helps in preventing neurodegenerative diseases, cancer, and aging. The body fully switches to burning fat, increasing metabolic efficiency. After 24 hours, regeneration and long-term benefits. If the fast lasts longer, the body continues the process of autophagy, and the production of growth hormones increases, accelerating the regeneration of cells and tissues. Health benefits include reducing the risk of heart disease, improving brain function, and increasing lifespan. Chapter 4. What we eat on the ketogenic diet. The ketogenic diet, also known as the keto diet, is based on high-fat intake, moderate protein consumption, and very low carbohydrate intake. The key goal is to bring the body into a state of ketosis, where instead of glucose, the body burns fats as the main energy source. Recommended foods for the keto diet: meats and fish, beef, pork, chicken, turkey. Fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, sardines. Avoid processed meats with added sugar. Eggs, an excellent source of protein and fat. They can be prepared in various ways: boiled, fried, and omelets. Fats and oils: coconut oil, butter, ghee, olive oil, avocado oil, lard, and animal fats. Low-carb vegetables: spinach, kale, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, avocado, zucchini, bell peppers. Avoid starchy vegetables such as potatoes, corn, beets. You can eat nuts and seeds: almonds, walnuts, macadamia nuts, pumpkin seeds, flaxseed, chia. Avoid nuts high in carbohydrates such as cashews. Dairy, full-fat cheeses, cream, full-fat Greek yogurt, cottage cheese. Avoid low-fat products and milk. Drinks, water, coffee, tea, all of course, without the biggest enemy, sugar. Bone broth, additives, herbs and spices, sugar-free sauces, apple cider vinegar, lemon juice. Remember not to go crazy with all this. You can eat everything, but focus on whole foods. They will let you forget about counting calories, and you will feel healthier. Remember to eat eggs, which contain almost everything your body needs for health. Because an egg is a source of life, so it must contain everything necessary. Additionally, think about the strange world we live in. If we want to eat natural products, meat, eggs, broccoli, avocado, and so on, they advise us to go to a dietitian or doctor, do tests, and check if we can switch to such products and such a diet. Keto. But if we eat everything available on the shelves in the store, such as highly processed products, sweets, ready meals, fast food, and wash it down with sweetened drinks, then we don't have to go to a dietitian or doctor. We can consume it without unnecessary questions and restriction. At most, we might get pills for obesity, high blood pressure, or diabetes later. What don't you understand? Simple, right? How sugar hides. Here's a list of aliases under which sugar hides on food product labels, as if it were a wanted criminal convicted of raising blood sugar levels. Sucrose, also known as table sugar, a classic criminal from the past, raises blood sugar levels. High fructose corn syrup, a two-faced scoundrel lurking in carbonated drinks and processed food, effectively raises blood sugar levels. Honey in the guise of nature, but don't be fooled by its sweet promises, raises blood sugar levels. Don't demonize it, it also has positive properties. But like everything, don't overdo it. If we want metabolic health, we can't radically raise blood sugar levels. Fructose, fruit sugar pretending to be a healthy buddy, which is not so innocent, raises blood sugar levels, although to a lesser extent than glucose, often responsible for fat deposition and murder of internal organs. It can be said that like earlier sucrose and high fructose corn syrup, they all sit together by the head and not just one. But if you want to be cool, follow in the footsteps of these guys, they will surely lead you to disease and death faster than you think. Maple syrup, a traditional fraudster from Canada, always ready to sweeten your life. Responsibility, raises blood sugar levels. Dextrose, alias of glucose, always ready to jump into action. Wanted for, very effectively raises blood sugar levels. Lactose, milk sugar hiding in milk and dairy products, raises blood sugar levels. Molasses, dark brown villain, a byproduct in sugar production, raises blood sugar levels. Sugarcane juice, a liquid saboteur straight from sugarcane, raises blood sugar levels. Corn syrup, often acts in duo with processed food. Wanted criminal, raises blood sugar levels. Rice syrup, oriental master of illusion, sweetener obtained from rice, raises blood sugar levels. Maltodextrin, thickener and sweetener in one, a mysterious specialist in processed food, very effectively raises blood sugar levels, likes to hide in supposedly healthy products for athletes. Don't be fooled. It's one of the most brutal and dishonest villains. Agave, an exotic criminal with a lot of fructose, raises blood sugar levels, although to a lesser extent than glucose. Brown rice syrup, another sweetener from the Far East, hiding in healthy products, raises blood sugar levels. Sorbitol, mannitol, xylitol, a trio of sugar alcohols pretending to be safe for diabetics, raise blood sugar levels, but to a lesser extent than other sugars. Remember, sugar is a master of disguises and illusions. So be vigilant and always read labels to not get caught by its sweet tricks. Chapter 5, Low Carb. High Fat LCHF. What is it and how does it work? The LCHF, low carb, high fat diet is a more flexible version of the ketogenic diet. Like in keto, the main goal is to limit carbohydrates. But LCHF allows for greater protein intake and a less strict approach to fats. It's the perfect solution for those who want to reap the benefits of limiting carbohydrates, but don't necessarily want to be in full ketosis. Main principles of low carb. High fat, limit carbohydrates. Focus on low carb vegetables and avoid sugars and starch. Increase fat intake. Add healthy fats to every meal. Choose fatty meats, fish, dairy, and healthy oils. Moderate protein. Consume protein according to your needs, but don't overdo it. Protein should mainly come from meat, fish, eggs, and dairy. Avoid processed food. Focus on natural, whole products. Avoid ready meals, snacks with added sugar, and processed fats. A typical day on the LCHF diet. Breakfast. 3-egg omelet with cheese, bacon, spinach, and avocado. Lunch. Grilled chicken salad with avocado, olives, feta cheese, drizzled with olive oil. Dinner. Baked salmon with butter, broccoli with garlic and olive oil. Snacks, walnuts, cheese pieces, chopped vegetables with a dip based on Greek yogurt. It's not so bad unless you're addicted to sugar. Probably dealers sold you sugar and now you can't free yourself from this drug of the 21st century. Chapter 6. Benefits of the keto and low carb, high fat diets. Weight loss, both the ketogenic and LCHF diets. Effectively support weight loss by burning fat as the main source of energy. Blood sugar stabilization. Limiting carbohydrates leads to blood sugar stabilization, which is beneficial for people with type 2 diabetes and insulin resistance. Improved brain function. Ketones are an efficient energy source for the brain, which can improve concentration, memory, and overall mental performance. Reduced inflammation. A low-carb, high-fat diet can reduce inflammation in the body, which is beneficial in preventing chronic diseases. Increased energy. Stable blood sugar levels and efficient use of fat as fuel led to a constant energy level throughout the day. Chapter 7. Summary. The ketogenic and LCHF diets are nutritional approaches that can bring numerous health benefits, including weight loss, improved brain function, and blood sugar stabilization. Based on natural whole products, this diet is consistent with our evolutionary dietary heritage. By limiting carbohydrates and increasing the intake of healthy fats, we can improve our health and well-being, while becoming independent from processed food and corporate myths about healthy eating. Both intermittent fasting and the ketogenic diet offer many health benefits resulting from natural biochemical processes occurring in our body. Intermittent fasting activates autophagy and improves metabolism, while the ketogenic diet optimizes fat burning and stabilizes blood sugar levels. It is worth remembering that these approaches to nutrition have deep roots in evolution and natural human survival mechanisms. Chapter 8. The Great Mystification. Recent research has brought interesting discoveries about cholesterol levels in centenarians and heart attack patients. Here's a summary of the latest information. Centenarians and high LDL cholesterol levels. In a study involving over 44,000 Swedes, including 1,244 centenarians, it was shown that people who live to be 100 often have cholesterol levels considered unusual according to current clinical guidelines. In particular, they have higher levels of LDL cholesterol, often called bad cholesterol, and other biomarkers related to metabolic health and liver function. Interestingly, these centenarians typically avoid extremely high or low values for most biomarkers, suggesting a potential link between moderate metabolic health and longevity. This discovery suggests that very low cholesterol levels may not be as beneficial as previously thought, and balance is key. Patients with heart attacks and low LDL cholesterol levels. A separate study conducted by UCLA Health showed that nearly 75% of patients hospitalized due to heart attacks had LDL cholesterol levels that met or were below current national guidelines. About half of these patients had LDL levels classified as optimal, less than 100 milligrams per deciliter. So what's going on here? Why lower LDL cholesterol if it's precisely the people with low indications who had more heart attacks? Of course, this means that many people who experience heart attacks do not have high LDL levels, which challenges the traditional view that high LDL cholesterol is the main risk factor for heart attacks. The study suggests that current guidelines may not be sufficient to identify all individuals at risk for cardiovascular events. These findings together suggest that while high LDL cholesterol levels are often seen as harmful, there may be a complex relationship between cholesterol levels and overall health. In particular, centenarians often maintain higher LDL levels without the negative effects typically associated with them, while many heart attack patients have low LDL levels but still experience serious cardiovascular events. This highlights the complexity of cholesterol's role in health and longevity, suggesting that a more individualized approach to managing cholesterol levels may be necessary. So you see what's going on here. Don't be further misled by the narrative of scaring with cholesterol levels, which is essential for the proper functioning of the human body. For example, did you know that cholesterol is an essential component of the brain, responsible for the construction and functioning of neuronal cell membranes and the production of certain hormones? About 25% of the total cholesterol in the human body is found in the brain, making it extremely important for its proper functioning. Additionally, who benefits from scaring with the keto diet? Think about it. I know you're smart and you've already drawn your own conclusions. If you don't believe in this diet, read reviews from people who have recovered from diseases such as diabetes or hypertension just by following this diet. Comments under the videos speak for themselves. You can also do tests and check what has changed after a month on the diet, or try what it's like to suddenly feel full after a meal without feeling sleepy. And on top of that, you lose weight. What more could you want? You eat to your heart's content and lose weight. That's the end. Gain the rest of the knowledge on your own. Warning: the information presented in this video is solely for educational purposes and does not replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult with a doctor or another qualified health professional if you have any questions regarding your health condition. Do not ignore professional medical advice or delay seeking it because of something you have heard in this video.